Every time she calmed down, busted a couple of times. I could tell by the shake of her booty. Like Popeye, while the dot still giving it to me with these. She could rush. Let's go.
All right, what's up with it? It's your girl Pinka Moore here, your favorite melanin queen on the screen, and I'm here with my man with the plan, Seven.
What's
How you doing, Seven?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're doing good. Okay, y'all. So we are at the cusp of a new season, a new year. We have a new president. We have new possibilities coming, new career, new hopes, and things like that. But for some of us, we have new music, and I'm talking about my man here. So during this quarantine season, which I know has turned all of us upside down, it's been crazy. The kids is crazy because they can't go to school, and people out of work. And 2020 will definitely be a year that we can all remember. So what has quarantine season been like for you?
Normal.
Normal. So
Very.
It's your everyday.
Yeah, because I was already introverted, so I never went anywhere. So that didn't change, and my kids are actually in school.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're actually going. So while they're gone, I'm at the house
You
just
at the
tightening
house.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, see, mine
Working on
didn't
more
change
music.
either.
Yeah. So
I've been an essential worker, so I haven't gotten a chance to do my work from home. So my routine's been the same too.
yeah. So
Okay.
everything's everything.
Right on. So I'm actually ask the question. We have some viewers who probably didn't tune in the last time, so I'm gonna ask a question that I asked the last time. But for your viewers out here, let us know about Seven the Artist. When did you get your start with music?
I started at the age of 7. When I get my start, when you say get your start, what do we mean?
Okay, your start meaning when you started putting music out.
When I started putting it out, it's around 99,
Okay.
98, 99.
Okay,
Yeah.
so high school.
Yeah, high school. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Was the songs about anybody in particular at the school? We went to the same school. Who was the songs about?
I had one in particular song.
We all on Facebook. Tell it. Who's it about?
But it was about a girl from another school.
Okay. So
She wasn't at John Marshall. She went to Edmond.
I probably didn't know y'all.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are you looking for, a name?
I was just playing. You.
Oh, okay. Say, I can give
Don't
a name.
be out here doing it.
Throw it out
If
there.
you wanted to,
Nah,
I was
we
just
good.
joking. I was just joking.
That's funny.
Okay. So, listening to the Explanation album, which, let me just plug myself in just a little bit. I was actually able to be on here with you too, and so I've listened to the music already, which I think is great. Y'all need to check him out. When I listen to the song 7 Inch Shells and songs like Love Lost, it sounds like it hits home. So, how personal do you get with your music? For instance, is it like a depiction of your life, or is it like a in general message? This could be, hey, this anybody, or is it a mixture of both?
It's a mixture, but it's very personal. It's super personal. But shouts out to LeBaron Bubba, who's also on the album. He's actually on the song with you. You don't know it, but you guys are on the same song. But I'm sorry. With what you just said, it's a combination of both. But because my story is so true to everyone else's, in that sense, like a lot of people can relate.
So it's relatable, and that's what we
Exactly.
want. When we listen to music, we want to hear something that's like, okay, I can do that. That makes me want to turn it up in my car because I'm feeling it extra hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you want. And speaking of that song, 7 Inch Shells, you brought the clip, right?
I brought it.
Okay, let's look at the clip.
If you didn't have cable, I'm from the ghetto.
Right. Okay, so that's just one of many videos that you could see from the explanation. So on this new album, it can kind of seem like a roller coaster of emotions or different situations. So can you walk us through that roller coaster?
Starting off, it starts off with Happy Home, the 7 Inch Shells, which that's you singing. Um, um, that was that's my love song. That's my Bonnie and Clyde.
Right.
Things. Then I kind of take it away to get into just some regular hip hop for everybody, and then after that, it goes into more of my mental, the anxiety, the depression, the relationship, my marriage, and it goes into my relationship with the job.
Mm.
After, but before it gets to the job, I put in like a few other songs, like some happy songs to get cheered up, cause after talking about the relationship, it can kind of be like, man, this is pretty depressing.
Right.
Yeah, so I put in some up tempo that you can dance and you can move to, and then I put in a few slow jams, some very
Okay.
freaky songs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
If you listen to the one that was on when we first came on, y'all need to hear that whole song. What's the name of it?
Calm me down.
Calm Me Down. Okay, did you bring that in there, the whole thing?
I didn't, but you can go stream it on all major platforms.
Like?
Shoot, I'm not on all major platforms.
Apple,
Sorry.
YouTube, Spotify.
Spotify.
Right? Okay, so with the song, that happens to be my favorite song. I like the lyrics in it. It's so relatable. With situations arising, you do have to be real smart with everything that you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, do you have a favorite song?
Yes, Love Lost.
Love Lost. Did you bring that one today?
I brought it.
Okay, let's listen to Love Lost.
Yeah, you left me for another lover. You ripped the function from my heart. Now I'm bleeding all over the place, baby. These hooks in me tore me apart. Oh, somebody please say a prayer for me.
Sing it.
That love is gone, I need you next to me.
It's my boy Eric. And then my son's mom come on with him.
You know what I mean. I need you here with me. I need you daily. Walking daily. Talking. Asking all about you. Now you at peace.
Okay. I'm feeling that too. I like the instrumentals in the background. Let me also say that he never asked me to be on the video, and that hurt my feelings.
No, actually, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm just playing. He did.
I was like, hold on, no, I asked you. You
I'm
know
just
what
trying
I'm
to add some conflict to the show.
I was about to say, did I not?
He did, y'all. That's so not my thing. I don't think, you know how some people feel like they're not photogenic.
I know I'm not.
I feel like I'm not a photogenic person. I don't know.
That's how I felt in my videos. I got the dad bod popping off.
Some men have the dad bobs and they never had a kid. You know, I feel like that. I've never had any kids, and I've like swolled up.
I really got swole over the past 3 years. So yeah.
Okay, but you did a dad. Okay, so when you look at and if you all go and look up his music, look up the different album covers and single covers, what you notice is the Joker face. So for somebody that may be listening or viewing for the same time, I know that they're going to see that and be fixated on that, and then of course try to draw it in with your music. They may be like, you know, what is that? So can you explain that significant part of who Seven is?
It's just masking. I don't know if you've seen the Joker movie. Okay, so if you notice, he deals with some mental illnesses, and I wrestle with them as well. And when I watched that movie, it was like a trigger because it was so relatable. Like I felt exactly like when he was talking to the therapist. I'm the same exact way. It's like, wow, the way he thought, the way he imagined one thing that's happening that's not really happening.
Mm-hmm.
and then there's real life happening.
Right.
I deal with that.
Okay.
So I pull that in because the masking is the embarrassment one. Um, it's easier for me to shoot a video with a mask on because otherwise I'm kind of nervous, I'm kind of anxious, I'm kind of on edge.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get out of that. So pray for me on that end.
I
But,
mean, of course. And, you know, people think that artists or entertainers would never feel that way, would never have the nervousness or the,
man.
you know, the anxiety and things like that. I mean, but it's real.
yeah,
I mean, you share your talent, your gift like anybody else. And
Right.
it just so happens that, you know, you may have anxiety with that sometimes, but it also makes you relatable. It might be someone who may be really masking and not even want to come out and pursue what they want because they feel the same way. So this is definitely relatable, and it's also encouragement for anybody out there, kids, adults, whoever may be feeling like that.
yeah.
So thanks for that as well. Thanks for being transparent when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I think that's real cool. I know when I first saw it, I asked you about it. When I first
A lot of
came in there,
people ask
I
me,
said, "What
like,
is this?"
everybody's like, dude, what? Some people just, it's too weird,
Mhm.
you know, or what are you doing? But it's coming from here, and it's one of those things like, this is what I'm feeling like. You know, sometimes I feel like a clown. Sometimes I've been clown, you know. So a lot of that ties in as well as the masking as well. So yeah.
Okay, I understand. All right, so we have some more music we want to pull up.
Sure.
Okay,
Um,
which one we going to now?
Sunshine and Rain.
Sunshine and Rain. Okay. Yeah.
That's Bubba right
Right, I heard this part.
there.
Right, right. Once again, let me say I had a good time in the studio with you. I was actually nervous then. Like, y'all had no idea, but I was
That's
back
crazy.
there, and I'm back there telling them, like, if it's not right, like, let me know. I'll do it again. Was that okay? Was that okay? And I'm in the headphone. What? Do I need to do what?
Dave Chappelle, turn it up.
Right.
Now, like, you killed it, though, because a lot of people come into the studio and they take forever to go over certain things. And it's like, oh my God, you come in with one take, and it's like, damn. And then not only that, a lot of people got to put dubs and ad libs and all that. Yours is so it's like already thick and genuine. Like, nah, real talk. It was just like, dude, you didn't even have to dub that. So,
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh man, thank you. Like, for real.
So, with that particular song that we just heard, can you tell us about that?
Okay, so that song breaks down into three parts. Basically, that song covers the album pretty much because the first verse I'm talking about dealing with the anxiety and how I feel like I'm a king, but I'm not wearing my crown. Like, I don't deserve this because I'm feeling this way. And people starting to look at you a certain way because they notice something is different about you. You're not as happy as you was. You're not as, that glow isn't in your eye like it used to be. The second verse talks about how being married is hard. It's just, people think marriages are just, easy going and whatnot, or like,
I've
oh,
never
look
thought
at
that,
them.
and I've never been married.
It's one of those, like, you see other people and you think, oh, they're perfect. When you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and you don't know how hard it is for two people to become one.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And you're taking two different, so. And then the third verse, it talks about the breakup with the job, which I went into early retirement. So it's some
That good or
anger.
bad?
It can be bad, but it's good because it helps me with my mental, where I'm not going into a toxic environment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps me rest better. I still lack rest, but it helps me get more rest than what I originally was getting. So I can't complain. It's almost like the only thing that kind of sucks about it is with a job, you're constantly moving, you're constantly going, so time flies by. Whereas without a job, you just kind of like, what am I gonna do? So it can be. I guess that's what COVID feels like to everybody. To be honest with you, because now everybody's having to stay at home. They're not really hitting clubs like they used to. They done shut down the movie theaters. So it's like,
And then people are having to do things that they should have been doing all their lives.
right,
Like washing your hands.
right.
Don't be so close up on somebody. You
Yeah,
know, you in a line.
yeah,
You know what I
Stacey,
mean?
keep my
I
room.
was somewhere the other day and it just got on my nerves how close the lady was behind me. And it's like, forget COVID, just in general. Back up, like please.
Man.
And then I know as women, it irks me and women that are like me to go in a public place and see another woman like walk out without washing hands. And it's like, come on, first of all, when we're young, we're taught to squat. So you don't touch anything in there anyway. And it's like, girl, please wash your hands, people.
It is
Wipe
one of
your
those
nose,
now
stop
where with
touching
the
everybody.
spacing and somebody get it just a little closer, like, hey, space.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. It make you want to walk around with signs and stuff.
That's funny.
Okay. So getting back to your music, here on The Explanation. And did we say that in the beginning? The album is The Explanation.
The album is the explanation.
Right. And you're explaining a lot of things in this. Also, when it comes to your music, I did notice, and what I spoke with you about earlier, is that some may not know you've also done other genres of music, that being gospel.
Yeah.
Right? So you did gospel rap, a lot of it, right?
I did.
So did you have a whole album with that?
Yeah, kind of like an album and a half to 2 albums, technically.
Okay. With that being said, and in comparison to this album here, how do you convey a message with different genres of music?
Lose the curse words. I mean, honestly, it's like you remove the curse words and it's like, oh, he's gospel now. Like, really, a lot of my gospel or my Christian side of it, it was basically, a lot of my songs was just, I can't even say that. Because a lot of my songs, I was really giving praise. I was really giving thanks. And I was also still telling my story. Because I came up in a home where there was drugs. And then I dealt with a person or another parent that had alcoholism as an issue. So all of that tied into what brought me through was Jesus. So that's how my music went. It did a full 360. Like, I didn't join church till I was 20. And so my first album...
but it had to be within you to happen anyway.
Oh, yeah.
There's no age.
Yeah. But I always read the Bible as a kid. Even though I wasn't in church, I had to read the Bible. So the first album, it's more cussing than, oh my God. Like, it was nothing but cuss words and freaky songs. But then I joined church and all that turned around. It was like, I can't do this because it just wasn't me. So once I joined church, I was like, now I'm home. And it was easy to write that. Then it went from that into marriage life, the workforce, having children. A lot of things hit me. So when the explanation hit, I didn't drop an album. It's been 10 years. So this album is like 10 years overdue, So it's one of those where so many things happened where it was just like, I can come at it without curse words, and I could have. But it was one of those where it's like, you just don't have that same feeling.
I mean, but at the same time, being honest, who's to say the way it has to be?
And that's true.
The way you bring forth your music with this album, with other singles and things like that, I believe that what's in anybody will come out. And then especially when you're an artist and you can bring your message through music, something that is universal, what better way to do that? And being even more honest, being human and living life how we do, we listen to sex 1 minute and then, go to church tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's just real. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you can't talk about God and then turn around and talk about what went down in the room yesterday. I mean,
Because it's all life.
It is all life. And
It's
that's why
all
I'm
life.
saying you being a relatable person. That's why I asked how you can convey the message. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the real talk is, that's just life.
Right.
I have, I believe in God. He's inside of me. I have my own relationship with God. But I'll get in the car and listen to Mo3, when I pull out the parking lot.
Who's Mo3?
You don't know who Mo3 is?
Nah.
Yeah, somebody but comment and tell tell Seven who Mo3 is. He's an artist from Dallas.
Okay. I'm gonna check him out.
And so, yeah. And so he's good. But yeah, I was saying that to say you could listen to anything. Life is anything.
Right.
My father is a pastor.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
Mother is first lady, and that has been the situation my whole life. Me, I sing, my brother sings, plays instruments, my
Yeah.
sister sings.
I
But
didn't know that, but yeah.
everybody is human and we live life. It doesn't make, anything wrong. So I want to say, if you ever come out with any more gospel, or if you feel that, go ahead and, push that forward, because there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Switching to something else. Let's go ahead and throw on some more music.
Yeah, wanna see a man that can raise the dead. And is it really love or is it all in my head? Spent a little over 6 years in this bed.
It got hot.
I'ma open my eyes.
Yeah.
I have that effect on people.
Oh, okay.
I got you a whole other world for you to do it as you please. Just so you appease. Which one of those times about real life like make believe. The truth is you hurt me. I can't lie. Some fights ain't fight worthy. Yet and still I did all I could to make you comfortable. Just
South
for you to
Korea.
go off and come for another dude. She say I got control issues. I disagree. I just like to control issues. This is me. All this weight on my back. I can show you if you don't need.
You got control issues?
I do.
You do.
Only controlling issues.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, if it's an issue, then yeah, I'm gonna jump in. Do I have control issues as far as controlling you with what you do and how you do it? No.
So nothing that would affect like a relationship or anything. You just
In my eyes, no.
Okay. So tell us about Superman. We just heard Superman.
So Superman, that in particular scene right there was me talking to Jesus. Actually, that's funny that we came off that topic, but
see how it works.
I went to see a man that could raise the dead. Asked, is it really love or is it all in my head? And so the guy talking back in response, that was representation of Christ talking to me like, hey, look, just, he was just talking to me and letting me know, like,
Guiding you.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to be good. So I was like, all right, I'll just have to roll with that,
Okay.
And then let's just get back to the music. Pretty much, it was like, all right, God, you got me.
So as you can see, like I said before about the roller coaster in the album, and that's really how you can tell a great artist. You have somebody who can take you on a journey through a whole album. It's not just one way the whole time. It's not all sex the whole album. It's not all dancehall the whole album. It's not all hardcore the whole album. It should be, different trips, different things. And I like that. So you've performed different shows here in Oklahoma. Where have we seen you?
Fairground, many churches. And then I did a few parks. But with this album, I haven't done any. A lot of people want me to and have asked me to, have invited me to.
That's
But
kind of hard right now.
right now, it's hard for many reasons. You mentioned COVID, but outside of that, this right here and here. So it's just one of those, I got to get myself, I have to take care of me before I go and do that. And then I make myself worse by trying to please the people. So.
I mean, I guess, it's in a conflict because you want to be an artist or entertainer that entertains the people that's
Right.
listening. You have a whole demographic that you're reaching.
Exactly.
So, of course, you want to fulfill that.
Yeah.
But, you don't have to put, like, all the pressure. I think you do fine. I really do. Performing around Oklahoma and being a part of Oklahoma City, how do you feel that, like, Oklahoma has embraced you? Like, does the state show love?
That's tough. Do they show love? Depending on how we speaking on love. Yes.
Do you feel like Oklahoma supports you?
Okay, support is a whole nother ball.
Okay, let's stick with support.
Okay, so support, they say pretty much anywhere you go, your hometown, like, because they know you,
Mhm.
they it's to them it's like, oh yeah, that's the homeboy so and so. Yeah, I know who that is. They may like your music, they may even love your music, but it's like still, oh yeah, I know him. So most of my most of the purchases that have came to me come from other places. With the clothing, with the CDs, with everything. It's
Other
like
places like outside of Oklahoma.
outside Oklahoma, other countries.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but, and it kind of sucks because you want your own hometown to be that number one.
Mm-hmm.
And so that can kind of get to you, especially when it's the same people that's telling you or asking you, like, hey, when you going to do something? When you going to do something?
Right.
Or, hey, I like your designs. You
And
should.
then when you do, they're not supportive.
And then when you do it,
But you know what? I've also heard someone else say the same thing. When I lived in Dallas, it was a guy out there that me and my friends knew, and he's an artist as well. But he told us then, like, he gets more love from other states, and you
Yep.
would think being in Texas, you know what I
Nope.
mean? You would think, they would play his stuff, support him, and put him out there more. But I mean, he asked had I ever heard any of his stuff. I was like, well, nah, but I'm not from here.
yeah.
But my friend was like, no, he asked you that because you probably won't. They show him more support other places.
Right.
And I guess that might be like a whole conundrum thing where it's something that we'll just never be able to figure out.
Well, as I said before, I think it goes to we know him. So when in actuality, you would think that because we know him, we're going to support him. And that will build up. Nelly did it, I think, best. I haven't seen nobody do it like him, because he had the whole town behind him.
Did.
And because of that, he blew. So if you get your city behind you, then yeah, man, even if you don't blow, you still gonna feel like a local celebrity because you got your local people behind
Right,
you.
this is where you from. So with that being said, y'all, let's definitely support our local artists, not just Seven. That's just something that I've noticed. You may hear their music elsewhere or have more support from other places. Let's not use COVID as an excuse and say, well, this year we couldn't do that. This is a digital age. We can support, we can purchase. You don't have to leave your home to purchase any of the merchandise, right? Which you brought here, like, show us your merch. I pointed. This is not in. Why did I point to the hat?
I don't know why you think that.
This is the Seven hat. No, but it's not. Okay, so we have the mask. Stand up and shut. Come on, let me scoot out the way.
Let me get up. You got me modeling.
That's right. This
shirt.
is all you. All right. And then something on the back.
Yeah. Here's my Thriller jacket.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's me on there.
Okay.
So yeah.
So jackets like this can be purchased as well.
Nope.
No.
This is only for me.
This is only for you.
Yeah, that's only for
So,
me.
what
Now,
merchandise do you have?
As far as what can be
I should
purchased,
have worn my shirt. I have a shirt.
shirts, face mask. Well, I don't know what you call the mask that covers from here to here.
I don't know. I just call them all masks.
Okay, well, you can get that. You can get socks. You can get leggings. So if you work out, ladies,
Okay.
and they, from what I've told,
He's trying to be on y'all body. It's
I
songs.
am.
It's songs about that. Let him explain why he wants his face on your workout pants.
No. But what I will say is, it's so funny that you say that because a lot of men that I know have wives that I know who's kind of like, yeah, I wanted to give my wife this, but I don't want your face on my wife, so it's one of
Tell him
those.
to make some.
Yeah, and again, that goes back again to being local because if you really think about it, when you have you may have a Beyonce shirt, you may have an Eminem shirt, a Jay-Z, there may be an artist on your shirt,
True
but
story.
when it's somebody that you know, again, it's just one of those. And then the hard part is because I'm not out blown up, people don't really know you, so that makes it a little bit harder to push it, if that makes any sense.
Okay. It
So, yeah.
does.
But, you know, it is what it is. It's life.
Okay. So let's hear some more music from the guy who's on the workout pants, 7. That was. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. The workout.
It's Friday, twisting up flows like a chopper on a helicopter. And I'm not knowing what to tell my doctor. With a flow that'll creep up on them like a night stalker. Now who wanna test? Better rap. Hope you're packed and ready to walk to your own death. I was told he had a mini Mac in his coat set. When I'm at your set, better pack your tech, cause I'm at your neck. You claim it real, but I'm as real as it's gonna get. Won't find one realer than this. My ego is tremendous. Hit 'em all up out they suspenders.
Okay, I like that one. Spit that. Spit that.
That's
Okay.
more hardcore.
It is. Once again, through the whole roller coaster of it, I mean, we have so many different kinds of music. Is not a
Genres
word.
and-
Not necessarily genres, but just different kind of songs. You know, we
Yeah, different type of
upbeat, we slow
songs.
it down.
Yeah.
We got something that makes you think a little bit. You know, and then the video itself, like I said, fixation on the Joker face.
Yeah.
That's something you will never have to worry about. Is if somebody is watching you.
That's funny. Because recording it, like we was at a park and there was so many people.
Did you scare somebody, kid?
I didn't, but it was awkward because like on the Superman video, I'm wearing a Superman cape, but I got on a Joker face.
And just marveled out.
Well, it's just the fact you got a
Conflicted,
villain and you got a hero,
superhero.
you know, so
Is
it was
he
like, what is going, wait,
confused?
hold on, what
Is
is going
he
on here? And everybody was watching, and I was like, dang. And then I'm dancing, which I can't do, so, but it was fun. And I want to say, shouts out to Andre Graves. He shot the majority of my music videos. Much love to him, and he showed a lot of support behind my music, and he showed a lot of, he heard my stuff, he saw my vision, he seen the Joker thing and was just like, dude, you have something. And he's like, he really went to town. So he's the guy that shot the majority of my music videos.
I mean, shout out to him.
So Andre
Doing an
Graves,
excellent
if any of you in Oklahoma are looking for a video guy, look him up on Facebook. Andre Graves.
All right, that's dope. That's what's up. Continuing in the season that we're in, I know you were saying before about things that are coming up and people asking you if you were doing anything. When it comes to the explanation, which is the album we're talking about, which is what we're putting out, what is the next thing that we can expect from 7 and the explanation?
I just got a brain freeze. Okay, so when you asking this question, are we asking what's coming after that?
Yeah, so we're here today. Of course, we're promoting the explanation.
The explanation. So what's coming next?
Okay, so yes, like let us know about that.
Awesome. So this album here, actually the majority of my albums was produced by a friend of mine named Bliss, which again y'all should reach out to. He's an amazing keyboardist, and he makes dope beats, and he's just a beast with recording. You can find him on Facebook too under I want to say Bliss Entertainment. I'm not sure though, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I got a guy from Ireland who actually made my next album tracks.
Okay.
And the album is going to be called The Return.
From Ireland.
Yeah, he's from Ireland.
Okay.
And it's going to be 13 songs. It's called The Return. So I'm already working on that.
In the lab working on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So you all make sure that we're keeping up with 7. Can you tell us where you can live stream it again? I know we said it before, but let us know again where music can be streamed, where merchandise can be purchased, all of that.
So the merchandise is on Teespring. You go to 7 Store, CEAVN, and music can be streamed on iTunes. It can be streamed on Spotify. What else you got out there?
YouTube.
Oh, definitely on YouTube. I'm all over YouTube. So yeah, anything major, I'm pretty much there.
Okay. That's awesome. How much are the shirts? Can you just tell us right now? I like that shirt. I want
This
to
in
get a
particular
shirt.
shirt, because it's printed all over, I think they run $29.99.
So you're gonna pay $30 for this shirt right here.
But they go from $17.99, and then there's the hoodies that's more like $29 to $35.99.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, good. Once again, y'all keep checking out Seven. He's already got something else that's coming up. So the explanation, continue to listen to it, continue to relate to it. Can you give us, you got some more music you want to throw to?
we can shoot the next video.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Personally gotten high, and I can't stop shaking my legs. Starting to see in shadows, telling myself that it's all in my head. But then I would see it again and again, and some would say it's the weed. But I ain't smoked a damn day in my life, so I know it ain't free. I came up on a free, was smoking on hay. Come out here in the middle of the bar. Nothing like to whip from the back to the back of a farm. Trying to get it back this hard, surrounded by corn. I love this energy of intimacy, feeling me. The enemy is getting me, killing me, hitting me from every angle you go. Why am I forsaken? The weapon me says you hate to mistaken me for the wrong one. I'm mentally drained.
Okay. So this was up early.
That's up early.
Okay.
That video in particular was towards my old job. It's me. It just kind of shows how the job, how the bosses kind of ride you, and it's just hard. Like it's like again, like I said early on, it's a toxic environment that I was in, and I had to get away from it because it was only hurting me more and more and more. So
Understood.
yeah,
Most
so,
of our jobs are toxic environments. That's the reason we have so many businesses popping up. And shout out to everybody that's doing that. When you go through toxic things at your job, witness here. I mean, even recently, it makes you really spark into your creativity. You know, like, you know what? I can do this.
right.
You know what I mean? And so I definitely can relate to that, the whole job thing. Let me do a song about
With
that.
that, shouts to Andre again, because that video, I was worn out. I was running all day long, and it was like 100 degrees.
Why were you running?
In the video, it shows my bosses chasing me like they was possessed, and then it shows one of the customers became possessed and started chasing me.
See, y'all definitely
So-
need to watch Seven's videos. You got possessed bosses and stuff.
But it was all.
Boss be possessed. Okay.
But it was all in the realm of showing how a job can drive you, like how like they can be all on you, and so in sense it wasn't that they was, huh?
And I said, Amen.
So you know, I would put it like this: just go check the video out. It's an amazing video. Again, Andre did that video as well.
Shout out Andre Graves. I
Yes.
don't know you, but shout out to you, Andre Graves.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Okay, cool. I just want to keep flipping through music. You got something else?
Yeah.
Because this is about you. This is your music. Let's go to the next one.
This is just a small introduction to the seafoam era. Get my life back, so take a glimpse in the mirror. And I see the way
I mean, I like it already because it doesn't put on it. That's my guy.
homies trying to get me in the club, put me back on the scene. But it's hard.
Riley?
Yeah, that's my guy. Who doesn't like Riley?
That's hilarious.
I like Huey, so I like both. And the little mulatto.
That's funny.
You better get the stepping. If you check it, I'm the dopest cat you'll hear up on the record. Y'all cats better recognize. See where I'm coming from, it's still the north side. But half of my life, the other half.
That's only one video after this one.
Repping the north side. I heard that part. Represent the north side. Represent
the
the
east
north
and the north. The east and the north. Hey.
We look. I heard what I heard,
I
and it
feel
said
you.
the north side, and that's what I'm just gonna
That's
stick it with.
hilarious.
Okay, so what we just heard was
Turbo.
Turbo. Tell us about Turbo.
Turbo was after Love Lost. At the end of Love Lost, a homie is talking to me like, dude, we got to get you out of this funk. You know, because Love Lost was like my purple rain. And so he's like, dude, we got to get you up. We got to get you out. We got to get you back involved in the world. You know, you got to get out of this
You got
that
to.
you into.
Yeah.
So Turbo was more of a party clubbing. Even though I'm still telling a story in it, it's a party vibe. It's
Okay.
get up and dance. I mean, at the end of the day. So that's, yeah. And as far as the video went, it was a guy from Scotland that put the video together.
I mean, you work with some of everybody.
I try to. I mean,
That's dope.
these are
No,
the people
really.
that support me the most too. You know what I'm saying? So I reach out to them like, hey, can we do this?
I see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's definitely dope.
yeah.
That's good. Being an artist yourself, I know that the music that we share as singers, as artists, or how we figure what kind of music we like has a lot to do with who inspired us as artists. So,
Yes.
who can you say has inspired you as an artist?
Rest in peace, Prince and MJ.
Okay.
As far as rappers go, Andre 3000,
Yeah.
Joe Budden, and Tech Nine.
Okay.
They all are great storytellers.
Dope lyrics.
They don't mind jumping into their feelings. And me, when you listen to my music, you would notice I dive right into my feelings.
Right.
So for me, those are my three guys as far as rappers, and then Prince and MJ. Matter of fact, once we get into the next video, you'll see I kind of took from MJ a bit, and then even going through the album,
Mhm.
songs like Superman, I took a bunch of inspirational lyrics from Joe Budden, and I kind of mashed it up and put it with my life. Turbo that we just heard, I went into Snoop Dogg mode.
I can hear that.
Spit that, it was more of a Lynch hum. Because all these guys played a very instrumental part into my growing up from where I grew up. So, yeah, I need to do a too short one.
Okay.
I haven't got there yet.
I like Too Short. I like Late Night Creek. That's the name of the
Oh
song.
man.
Don't tell. I will say don't tell nobody else, but y'all watching. I like Late Night Creek
That's
by
funny.
Too Short. Take your clothes off. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And I was young. Like, why was I listening to that? I just like.
But that's how it was with me. I was super young listening to Too Short. And it was like, are you supposed to listen to this?
On the late night creek. Like, what's a late night creek? But right, but that's my jam though. I mean, do your kids listen to your music?
Yes. But there are certain parts I have to turn down, I learned.
Yeah, edited version?
No, I have to turn it down. Up early that we heard, it's one part in there where I say bullshit. And not thinking, kids is in the car, Nick, turn this down. And right when I said that, my 3-year-old was like, bullshit. I said,
See, that's the sponge age right there. That's the sponge age.
Yeah. So it was one of those where it was just like, So now they can only listen to certain songs.
Okay.
I don't let them listen to the songs with any profanity in it because, like you said, they're sponges. And man, and it's like they don't repeat nothing but that part.
It be like that, right?
And I'm like,
And
wow,
I
out of
don't have
everything
kids.
I said in this song,
Right.
you chose that to say.
Those parts. And
Yeah.
be loud with it too, right?
Be loud. Be
Loud and
loud.
proud with it.
So, yeah.
Okay, so you were talking about influences like MJ and Prince, and how we can hear that in your music. So you have the music that inspired you with the whole MJ. So you want to throw us into that one?
Yeah, we can do that. It's called Trina Wolf.
The beat to none at all. I thought this is what I wanted, but I don't know what I want at all. Really miss it when I hit up from the back like a dog down in another. She gon' answer my call. Now my
Hey, Nick.
telling me
Yeah.
Who rubbing your pants?
Okay.
Okay, shout out to the dancer. Was that you like on a green screen? You was doing the. Can you do that?
Man, you know it. No.
I can't either.
But with that song, I gotta say shouts out to my guy in Africa. He calls me Big Brother.
Okay.
He's the one that did my video, and he's the one that's working on the next video, which is also an animation video. His name is Kelly, and we got his information to load up, but he's awesome. He's everything that you tell him. He basically takes it and then he'll ask you, well, hey, do you mind if I do this to it? Do you mind? And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. So he's really good at bringing your vision to light.
Again, that's super dope. So we have, you working with someone from Africa, Ireland, Scotland, but like you said, those are the ones who support you, so why not? And they sound like, they're geniuses too at what they do.
Oh man,
So bring it all together. That's the best thing you do. You bring your own together and then put it out there. So that's the explanation on that. Um, I've enjoyed listening to all the music on it, which I've heard it before, so I get the chance to hear it
that was
again.
you on the song.
That was me on the song. See, I tried not to say that throughout this whole thing. Like, that's me. I must. That's me. That's me. My hair. That's me. Shout out to you though for even reaching out, and it was such a surprise. Seven reached out and was like, I think it's because of my brother. Shout out to James, love you. But he hit me up and was asking me about it, so I showed up and I'm like, okay, I'm definitely gonna do it because I know him, and why not support, So I showed up and wasn't even in there that long, and everything that was going, he was like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, that's cool. Move on to the. And so thank you for making me feel comfortable in it, even through my nervous moments.
That's
Thanks
hilarious
for that.
because a lot of people call me Ike Turner in the studio.
Really?
Yes,
You
but
were so calm.
but you killed it. That's the thing. Other people, I have to be like, nope, not feeling that. Let's run that again. Can we do some ad libs? Can we do some dubs on that? But with you, it just flowed. So I've been known to be hard on people
I
in the
cannot
studio.
see you being Ike Turner. Just
I don't think so either. But
I had no.
yeah, that's what was said to me. So it is what it is, But I don't want to put nothing out there that I wouldn't enjoy. So, and I know that people can do better. And what's crazy, I hate to say this, but there was other people on all of these songs that was actually singing these hooks, and then she came in and she wasn't even supposed to be in on these songs, but she did it, and it was just like it took it to a whole nother level to where it was like, dang, I don't want to take the homies off, but at the same time, it was like she's killing it so hard. It was I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey.
You can't. I mean, social
distancing.
We got an air fist bump. Thumbs up. That's what we can do. So once again, continue to check out Seven. The explanation, he's definitely explained the full album. You've watched clips, you've listened to some of the music. You've seen Seven as the artist, putting himself out there as a lot of artists are, y'all. Let's support our local artists. Seven being one of my favorite here. Love him to death. Love his music. Love his journey. And I'm saying his, like, you're not right here. Love your story and everything like that. Thank you for having relatable music. Thank you for having an album that's entertaining, because that's what you want to do. You're an artist, but you're also an entertainer because you want us to stay tuned to you. And I definitely will. So at this time, give us an outro, an explanation, whatever more you want to say about it, and then let us know again where we can purchase the Explanation album and where we can listen to your music and purchase merchandise.
Merchandise, like I said, you can go to teespring.com and go to my store, which is the Seven Store, CEAVN.
Do not put an S on there. I will hurt you.
Don't add on an extra E. Don't mix it up and put CEVAN. It's CEAVN. As far as where you can purchase the music, you can go to Bandcamp, and there's really any platform. I want to say you can go to iTunes, Apple. You can get it from Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You can go to Amazon. That's the thing. But yeah, you can do all that. And then with that being said, like I said before, the return is coming. And it's a follow-up to the explanation. It's going to be a huge surprise of what the return is about. So keep up with me. Just keep up with me.
Definitely do that. All right, we about to get out of here, y'all. It's been nice with you, Seven. Another thumbs up and all of that good stuff. It's been your girl, Pink Amore, here in wonderful Black and Studios. Check us out. Night night.
Shouts out to Black and Studios.